Oh, you are a virgin? That's real?
I was
You
a
were a
virgin
virgin?
until I met him, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Flagrant finally posted their response episode, and somehow managed to say an entire hour's worth of words without addressing a single thing. It was just two people scrambling to rewrite history, hoping that the audience is too stupid to notice what they're doing. It becomes extremely clear that the goal is not to address anything, but to survive this wave of ridicule rightfully coming towards them. So welcome back, it's your boy Lincoln Talk. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get into this. And let's break down exactly how bad this actually was. The episode opens with the same strategy repeated over and over again, pretending that basic English suddenly means nothing. Words she used confidently on camera on her own platform now get redefined into softer, harmless versions that magically remove all the stuff that we obviously know these things meant. According to this episode, popping her P word means just dressing up and putting on makeup, and a roster actually just means two guys that she was texting, and hooking up just means making out. Nobody believes this. She wasn't confused when she was originally saying these words. She wasn't shy, she wasn't naive. She said them with complete fluency. They aren't redefining slangs, they're running away from the fallout. Even Andrew slips out at some point in time and says, any other questions about the world you want us to address? Knowing demo that what they've done there is pretend like they're actually addressing anything, when in reality they really weren't addressing anything at all. Then we get to the whole I'm a shy Indian girl who has to dodge kisses nonsense. And this is where it becomes really clear. Suddenly, she's too overstimulated to kiss her own husband, who bought her 2 rings worth over $200,000. But somehow, she wasn't really too shy to tell explicit, nasty stories publicly with confidence, laughing and joking, and showed no discomfort about that at all. The old persona contradicts this person that they want us to believe she is in this episode. And instead of just reconciling the two personalities, they just switch her personality mid-episode. No explanation, just a new version of her that makes the excuses sound better. Then the comments about that Nav guy having 10 inches come up, and Andrew asks her why she even said it in the first place. And she says, my joking style actually comes from Akash. This isn't accountability, that's redirecting the blame to the guy who took the entire hit. She made the joke, he got dragged as a cuck for it. Her comment caused the backlash, and he dealt with the humiliation that came from it. Now the origin of the joke gets quietly shifted onto him. So the responsibility lands on the person who suffered, not the person who caused it. This episode is full of moments like this. The responsibility always moves away from her.
I think I learned so much of my humor from Akash, not to like justify it, but just to explain like, oh, if I say these absurd things, it's so funny because it's not who I actually am.
Right.
But I kind of forgot that like the internet doesn't know all these multi-dimensions of my personality, so they're
Right.
just seeing this one thing.
Right.
So the orgy joke started with like Akash being like, oh, Nav's really hot. Like Akash would show Nav's picture to his trainer or whatever, because he's like,
And a quarter way through the episode, we come to the orgy jokes she made. And apparently, they come from Akash himself. You can't retroactively play innocent when the footage is contradicted. Then comes the virginity claim. Akash says he's comfortable because she's quote-unquote innocent. And Andrew challenges it immediately and said, oh, you're a virgin? Like, for real? And everybody in that table did not believe a word of this. And look at their faces.
Oh, you are a virgin? That's real?
I was
You
a
were a
virgin
virgin?
until I met him, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
And somehow they brought that up but never addressed the contradiction that destroys the entire narrative. She told 2 anal stories, including waking up sore at some point in time. You cannot pretend those stories and quote-unquote innocent virgin girl concept can coexist. The timeline just doesn't match and the behavior doesn't match at all. And this persona of who this girl is in this episode and who she has been in her own podcast just contradict each other very explicitly. So they don't touch that at all because acknowledging it collapses the whole act that they're trying to put up. And later on, she gets asked how she treated him when he's sick. And she freezes. She does not know how to say a single word. And she freezes, not shy, not cute, genuinely caught off guard. Akash jumps in to rescue his wife because she doesn't know which version of herself she's supposed to play.
When Akash is sick, how do you behave?
Ooh. She's good, actually. Like, really?
Then she admits she does in fact hates taking care of him, even after Akash jumped in to try and like say, oh yeah, she takes very well care of me. Later on in that exact same segment, admits that she does in fact hates taking care of him.
That when Akash is sick, you hate taking care of him.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I mean, do I like it? No. I would do it. But why would anyone like taking care of a sick person?
That doesn't fit the whole sweet, innocent, sheltered Indian persona they've been trying to reconstruct. It exposes the entire performance. Then comes the PR stunt question, where Mark, I think, asks him that some people are saying that this whole thing is a PR stunt. What do you guys think about that? And Akash's response blows this whole thing up. He says, I wish I cared that little about my wife's reputation. But she posted all the damaging stuff seriously, not as a joke, not as a stunt, but as her real content, which means by his own logic, she didn't care about his reputation either. His answer accidentally proves the opposite of what he was going for. The most serious moment comes when Andrew asks her about what hurt her, and she calls the anal story an assault. This should have stopped the episode cold, but instead, Akash turns it into some kind of a weird cultural gag, and then he asks her, was he an Indian? And when she says no, he says, well, yeah, that makes sense because an Indian guy would know that hooking up does not mean actually having sex. And that's absolutely ridiculous. And I have no idea who actually believes this. Everyone knows what a hooking up means. This isn't culture. This isn't nuance. This is just avoidance dressed up as comedy. They used a joke to dodge the actual truth. And why didn't he address the first anal story if the second anal story is an assault? What about the first one? And then after an hour of contradictions and personality rewrites, he ends the whole thing by saying, well, that's my soulmate and I love this woman. Just yet again, still trying to simp for this woman. And at that point, it doesn't really read like romance at all. It reads like damage control, the emotional bandage you apply when the logic just won't hold up. So all in all, this entire episode was just nothing but a sorry attempt to try and just rewrite history. They didn't address contradictions or clarify timelines. They didn't touch the real anal stories and the nasty stuff that she actually spoke about. They didn't explain why she posted any of this to begin with in the first place. And they didn't really hold her accountable for any of the comments that embarrassed him. They didn't challenge the linguistic gymnastics. They didn't confront anything that mattered. They performed clarity instead of giving clarity. This wasn't a response. This wasn't honesty. It was a controlled burn. An hour of damage control disguised as conversation, and the audience saw right through it, and the comments show exactly that. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel.